really, really windy day. It's try and do something a little bit different. So that's what we're going to do, rather than the usual walk around with see. If I get Tuesday to be something a little bit different, then that would be great. Anyway, I've not brought Toby with me. The temperature's up at 27 and 28. To be honest, that's too much. Well guys, so where are we? We're at a place called Hessle. It's on the River Humber. I'll give you a look at that now. It's to the west of the city of Hull. That what you see in front of me is the River Humber. And in a bit, for about 10 minutes time, we're going to actually cross the Humber. I'm going to try and use a microphone. But I just don't know whether it'll work or not. Hang on. So we're leaving the foreshore and we're leaving the car. No, I'm not going to be able to use the... Oh, I might. Yeah, I'm just fumbling around trying to get hold of the microphone. And I can pin that to my shirt. And we can see how we go. Hello Anthony, how are you this afternoon? Hi Jack. Hi Jordan. Thanks Jordan. I've not got Toby with me today. And the reason I've not got him is it is really hot. The temperature's around 27 degrees here in Hull. So I just thought it's best not to bring him out. So Toby is on Duchess defence duties for today. It's amazing the difference 17 miles or something like that makes, because over in Withensea the temperature's about 19 or 20. Nice and pleasant. Hi Edward. Yeah, how are you Edward? Last night my old Duchess made me a damn good curry. And I mean it was an absolute belter. I really, really enjoyed it. This morning my blood sugars paid for it, 6.1. That was not too much of a problem. Not very often I have a curry, but I knew I would pay for it. And I did. Well, right now we're in Hessle. This is a nice bit of Hull. You know, if you live in Hull, on the Hessle Road or Gypsyville or over in East Hull, when you move over here, you know you made it. see if we such a lot of traffic. Wow, I've done it. Police car just gone past us. Well, that's the A63, what you can see down there. It's the main thoroughway between Hull, West Yorkshire, and further west into Manchester and Liverpool. It's now 25 to 4 and a lot of people are going home. We'll have a look at the A63 in a moment. Yeah, it has been here as well. Be a good idea, that, Jack. It is warm though, isn't it, Edward? Hi, Graham. Hiya, Dan. How are you? You know, I did promise we'd do something a bit different today, so we are doing. What I thought to myself was we could either walk from Pole and make our way to Alexandra Dock, or we could go and do the Forth Bridge. And I thought to myself, we'll do the Forth Bridge. I was thinking about it last night. Now, we need to cross over in a moment, but I need to cross over when it's safe. There you go. That's the A63. I'm going to walk up a bit more before I attempt to cross. That's your A63. Next to it, we've got the main line, railway line between Hull, Manchester and Liverpool. Right, I'm going to cross here anyway. Take your life in your hands on here, I think. We've done it. There you go, there's the bridge. And there's the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway line. So what we'll do now, we'll be making our way of a part, well, there's like a, I forget what it's called. There's like a country park, Humber Bridge Country Park they call it. So that's where we're going to go now. And then eventually we'll end up on the bridge itself. And then the bridge, we'll cross it. And then we'll go to Barton on Humber, which at one time apparently used to be a centre of bicycle manufacture. It's now a sleepy little village. You know, it's in Lincolnshire, and it feels very Lincolnshire as well. So that should be good. So as I was saying, Hessle is a nice part of Hull. I suppose people in Hessle will say we're in East Yorkshire, we're not in Hull. Not that there's anything wrong with Hull, but to get a ticket to the recently reopened Maritime Museum was at least a month's wait. So I'm looking forward to going there. I'll probably do a video on it and then post my video. So next Saturday I'm going to truck it at Driffield. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And Irene, I'm fine. How are you? Well, it's only 18 degrees where you are. God. It's 26 here. At least I was 26. It was 27 when I got out of the car. But there's a lovely breeze blowing. There's the bridge. We're right next door to the bridge, right next to it, tantalisingly close. But to get on it, we have to go underneath. Got the sun right in front of me, so I can't see the screen as well as I'd like to. Perhaps you'll get some. Hello, Sami. It is beautiful. It's absolutely magnificent. It really is. Oh yeah, same here, Dan. Right, I can actually see my screen now. We're actually inside the Humber Bridge Country Park. And that big concrete monolith you can see at the back is part of they are the anchors for the bridge. You know, what all the wires are held into. The noises you can hear are vehicles going over the bridge. There you go. That's the bridge's anchor. It's a nice place in its own right, this, if I'm honest. It sounds like the bridge is going to collapse, doesn't it? It won't though. But I've got to remember which way I go now. Ah, straight down. Yeah. It's certainly beautiful. It's certainly a beautiful day. I were going to bring Toby with me because it was only 19, 18 and 19 at Withensea, and I thought I'd better check Hull. And at Hull it said, well, 27. I thought, oh, I'm not taking that chance. You can stay at home. Little man weren't very happy, but sometimes it's how the cookie crumbles. I just wouldn't take that chance with him. He might be okay, but no. So this is like a country park. Lots of walks and things in it. But this is the rubbing trail. If anyone wants to know any more about it, there's the... You can take a picture of that and you can find out a bit more. That's the Humber Bridge. There's a lot of things you can do there. I think it's just here where we go up all the steps to get onto the bridge. It might be a bit further on. I like that one, Jack, yeah. Where are we going? We're going to go on the Humber Bridge, Harini. I think it's the next one. Yeah, we're going to have a walk across the River Humber, which is one of Britain's widest rivers. We may even see, you know, a ship in the Humber. I don't know. We'll have to see. Can't promise you that, but we might. Ah, I know where I am now, he says. Yep, I'm sure I know where I am. So in about 50 yards ahead we turn left and we go up the stairs. And then we end up on the bridge itself. There we are, this is we're still on the King Charles III coast. Right. Yeah, so this is the steps up to the Humber Bridge. Well, apparently when I'm out, Jack, he sulks. If I've not took him with me, he does sulk. He won't even take treats off the old Duchess. So, I know he won't, I know for a fact he's not going to be very happy. Well, we're nearly on the bridge. Alright, Arini. Namaste. See you when you come back on. Well guys, we are actually on the bridge. So now we're going to cross over from Yorkshire into Lincolnshire. And Jack, Lincolnshire is a county between Yorkshire and Norfolk. So we're just one county away from where you used to live. Send this to the Duchess. Right, Dan, what I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm coming out for my normal walk, you know, as I always do. But then I'm going to go home and I'm going to get my camcorder and the tripod and I'm going to set that up near the cliff. So I'm going to be on here as I'm actually recording it. So I'll be on my normal, you know, R416 and I'll be back out at about 7. Something like that for it to, and I'll record it all. So I'll be here watching it through this, but I'll record it. So I've got the actual, you know, video recording of it as well. I mean, I think that'll come out really good on a tripod. Again, these are the anchor points for the bridge. Look how high up we are. Yeah, I thought that. I'll go home and I'll have a butty or something, you know, quick sandwich, and then back out again. I said to the Duchess, well, you come, we won't be walking. Nah, she said, nah, so it ain't gonna happen. Never mind. So I'll go me home. I definitely need to be home by 6 because I want to be out just before 7. Let's say 6:45. Gives me a little bit of time to set the tripod up. If that makes sense, and I know I don't have to. It's just something I could just get done. Find the sun. Not sure what's happening. Fire engine. No, we just missed the train going underneath us. Remember, Sammy, last time we was here, we watched that sea which were coming from the Baltic, from Lithuania. And you told me about your family coming from Lithuania. Oh, just pray. Well, they've told us here that it starts at about 7. Dan. Yeah, it is. This, when it was built, it was the longest bridge in Europe. That was in 1979. At one point there were talk of extending the M11, which is the motorway what goes from East London up to Cambridge, and they were talking about extending it up here as an alternative to the M1, but it never happened. You can't see it because we can't use the other side, but my car is parked about 50 yards over there. This is how high up we are. Yeah, I am going to look it up when I get home because I want to make sure I'm out there to get as much of it as I can. And then once I've got it, I'll put it on YouTube so it'll be there. Thing is, I won't have to look at it as such. I'll look at the screen on my camera. And once I know I've got that kind of sorted. Well guys, this is the River Humber. The split way down there. The car is just the other side of this. Kids were supposed to come in for a walk over this, but we've never got round to it. Probably do something when he gets back from China. We both nearly had an accident. I didn't even see him coming until he was on top of me. Right down there, about 30 miles away. There's 3 major docks. The biggest is Immingham. Then you've got Hull Docks. Hull Docks is over there. And then you've got Goole further down. The ships that use Goole are not very big. The big ships go into Immingham. It's still good to see ships coming underneath here. There's a speed limit of 30 miles an hour over the bridge because of the wind. A lot of people are just ignoring it. Well, my foot's doing all right again. Today I've walked 8 miles. Just imagine, before the bridge was built, I think it was built in completed around about 1983. If you lived on the other side of the river, you had, I think it was like a 55-mile journey. You had to go to near Doncaster. And then come back. It's made a big difference to people. I mean, can you imagine somebody gets taken to Hull Hospital and you've got, one of your family? I mean, now it's only a small journey. In them days it'd be like an hour and a half. There used to be a ferry, but there's the thing, you'd wait ages for the ferry and it would only cross at certain times, and if the weather were bad it wouldn't cross. Hello Rhonda. No Jack, no. Yeah, we're going to go into Barton, so you can add another couple of miles onto that dam. We'll come at the end, and then I'm aiming for about 12 miles when I get back to the foreshore. that's it, you know, that'd be about 7 miles, three and a half there, 3.5 back. That's the 6 I did this morning. Scan here. We're not quite at the halfway point yet. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? So tomorrow night, I might come on a bit early, I think. If not, I might go a bit sooner. We'll see, I might come a bit earlier and go a bit sooner. But we'll see. I need to get some scram down myself and a little bit of setup time up on the cliff. I mean, that will be magnificent, won't it? Yeah, we're still not halfway across yet. Where are we, Rhonda? We're actually crossing the Humber Bridge. This is the River Humber, what you're looking at now. That takes you to the North Sea. And this bridge was built in 1982, 83. It's in Hull, yeah, sorry, yeah, between a place called Hessle and Barton. Yep. And we're still not there yet. We're still not halfway across yet. I know I did it before, but just with my camera. I didn't have a gimbal at the time. This gimbal is absolutely amazing. Well, we're still not halfway across. We're very nearly halfway, but we're still not there yet. Now, Tim was saying he wouldn't dare walk across this. Remember? So when Tim comes back, we can tell him we have done it. Right, we are probably about halfway now. No, Toby, no, I'm not Toby today, Rhonda. The problem is, it's like 26, 27 degrees, it's about 80 Fahrenheit, and it's just too warm for them. So he's at home defending the Duchess. true of the fourth railway bridge, Anthony, but I don't know whether that's true of the Humber bridge. It may be. I don't know though. But certainly the fourth railway bridge, but then there's a lot more steel work involved. We finish at one end and then we go back and start. But I don't know whether that's true here. Might be. I mean, there's still a lot of metal. All this was made out of box sections, held up by these stanchions. And inside them big tubes, there's thousands and thousands of lengths of wire. Wow, that's excellent, isn't it? Unfortunately, we can't walk back on the other side. The bridge authorities say no. That would have been good, wouldn't it? I have seen over the other side when I've been driving, but you can't really look because you got to look at what's in front of you. But I've had a quick glance in there. How far we've come. It will be. Ah, right, Dan. I know that used to be the case with it, but yeah, it's like everything, isn't it? Though. You know, things change. So I guess it'll be the same on here then, on the Humber Bridge. I think this may have been the last true suspension bridge to be made, because now we have different types of bridges, don't we? So we're well on our way now, aren't we? So what we'll do when we get onto the other side, we'll go underneath the bridge, and then we'll walk on to the south bank of the Humber. So you'll get to see a little bit of what North Lincolnshire looks like and what Barton looks like. Quarter past 5 now, so the traffic will probably start getting a bit busier. People are coming home from work from whichever side of the river they work and live on. That firm there, for a big company. I remember when there was something and nothing. We had just a few trucks in Blackburn, and all of a sudden, wow, we had a big depot here in Hull. We have one in Preston, that I know of other places as well. Well, there we are, we're almost 3/4 of the way across. I've walked about, from the foreshore, I've walked about 2.5 miles. That's including getting to the country park, walking through it. Obviously this opens. That's interesting, look. You're not alone. Emergency services. Humber Bridge, come and call us, move. People who are struggling and want to end it all. Throw themselves off. I came here once and there was somebody, not over this bridge, but you know where the railway line is that I showed you, they're going to throw themselves off that road bridge onto the railway line. too much to imagine that, isn't it, really? Wow, wow. Yeah, definitely stay safe, Sammy, whatever happens. My God, is that yeah. Oh my God. I'd never looked at it that way at all, Dan. Well, for a millimetre, it's 25.4 millimetres to an inch. I do know that. So it's whatever you said for inches. 87 times 25.4. 87,000, whatever that turns out at. Going to be a lot of millimetres. Now down here, when we get closer, I'll show you. There used to be a brickworks. It's now a garden centre. We've still not got over the Humber yet. Well, I've walked about 3 miles now from where I left the car. Yeah, this used to be an old brickworks here, but now it's a garden centre. got what I want. I've got the icon for later on. Well, down there is where the old brickworks was. And if you look further on, yeah, there we are. If you look just there, there's like a lake. There's your brickworks. It's now a garden centre. If you were to look further on and see the lake, that would have been where they used to quarry the clay to make the bricks. We can see those big stanchions that anchor. All the rods that we use. So what we do now, we'll come off the bridge just past here. See, that tells you about it. The Barton anchorage, if anybody wants to take that. And it tells you all about them, what they do and everything else. So we'll just go a little bit further, and then we come off here, and we go under the bridge. So that in itself's a bit of a walk. Yeah, it's a little bit blowy here, people. Once we come off the bridge, should be a bit better. And we'll end up making our way down there. think that I'm actually talking into it, that's why, because it is quite windy. So I'm actually talking into the phone itself. It's a lot easier because I've not got Toby with me. You know, when I've got Toby, I've got to keep my eye on Toby as well. I've got the phone right up at my face. Like that. You know, so I'm all right because I've got one eye on the phone and I've got one eye on where I'm going. Like when I've got Toby with me, I've got to keep my eyes on Toby. 510 foot, wow. Well, that's amazing with all the traffic. That is really amazing. I'd have thought you'd have been struggling a little bit. I mean, with all the traffic going past me, I'm struggling to hear myself. There'll be quite a few people that live on this side of the river that work in Hull. One of my neighbours is dead now. They were going to Skegness, him and his wife. They were both getting on. And we had an accident along here. About a mile and a half further down was a lay-by. Aha, this is where we go under the road. Well, anyway, it comes out of the lay-by. It said everything were okay. It said I was doing about 50 mile an hour and this van comes up at the back of me and hit me. Now the police had to go at him as if it was his fault. I don't see how it was, but they said it was. And said you need to give in your licence so we don't charge you. And I thought, well, if it was his fault, you know, the old guy, for not driving proper, not enough care and due attention or something like that, a dangerous driving, then we should charge him. Anyhow, they got hold of his daughter come up and shouted at him, the son-in-law shouted at him. So what did he do? He gave the licence back. So he come to me and told me about it. I said, well, why? He said, well, my daughter and my son-in-law. I said, well, look, I said, Jack, I said, can you actually, you know, I said, how do you feel about driving? He said, well, I'm all right. He said, it wasn't my fault what happened. And from what he told me, and I came over to have a look anyway. And from what he said to me, I believed him. And I said, well, just ignore them. Just tell DVLA you want your licence back. I said, well, either give it you back or you won't. But get in touch with them and see what they say. So he did, and he got his licence back. Didn't have to take a test, nothing, he just got his licence back. I said, well, there you are. His daughter played out. I said, well, let her play out. I said, you know, let it go in one ear come out the other. You know, he was happy he had his licence back, and he went out and got another car, and they told him you can't drive it. I said, well, just ignore them. I said, if you think you can't drive, then don't drive. That's my advice. I said, but if you feel confident, I said, then fair enough. I said, that accident weren't your fault. The guy went into the back of you. And on that stretch, you would have had enough space to see with somebody coming out, and you'd automatically go into the next lane to let him. So what were he doing? Were he fiddling with his phone? Were he? Or what? Were he drunk? I don't know. But yeah, the old guy got himself another car, and just after that his wife died, and then maybe 12 months later he died. His son's got special needs, got learning difficulties, and he's probably 60 now, the son. Well, folk, anyway, another little tale from Withensea. We're now in Barton. There's your bridge. And as I said before, Barton used to have a big cycle industry, apparently, at some time. Even an industrial estate, yeah, I'm not going to go down to it. But it's a pretty nice place to live. You know, the schools are nice for your kids. The place is a nice place to live. I suppose it's a bit like Withensea in some ways, but not near the sea. But you've got the Humber. Hiya.
Hello.
Hello. Right, we'll go down. Does this take you to the Humber? It does, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it does. I think we're okay. Yeah, I remember coming down here before. Lots of cherries on the floor. I can remember once, me and my mum. It was just before we moved to Elland. And on one of the roads, you've got all these cherry trees. And the two of us sat there, snaffling away at the cherries. Somebody wasn't very happy with us. The old Duchess. Shows her up, you know. I think this will be a drain which leads into the Humber. I'm not going to go too close. Yeah, you can see it is. See the water, it's a drain which... Yep, that's right, Dan. No, not when you're on it. No, you can't. You can't, no, not at all, Jack. Yeah, I get that, Jack. And if that had been the case with this bloke, I might have said the same thing to him, to think about it, eyesight and everything else. But when somebody rams into the back of you, yeah, that's it. This is it, Dan. We are on the right road. Yep. And it takes us to the river bank, if I'm right. So we're going to get a look. You're not going to see Withensea. We're on the wrong side of the river for that. And even if we were on the other side, you know, it goes out to the Spurn, and Withensea is actually on the North Sea, so you wouldn't see it. It's just lovely, isn't it? What a lovely day. Hi King UK 2000, how are you? Welcome aboard. Well, we're at a place called Barton. We've just crossed the Humber Bridge. And we're in a place called Barton, and we're going up to the south bank of the River Humber. We'll come back through the town itself, make our way to the bridge, walk over it, and go back to Hessle. It's a nice little house, isn't it? It's lovely, that. Why wouldn't you want to live there? Beautiful, that. Ronnie Pickering. There's another one on, a young lad on YouTube who's pretending to be Ronnie Pickering. I only saw it earlier on. I'll get the details of that, Jack, and I'll let you have them. There you go, there's the bridge. It's beautiful, isn't it? It really is beautiful. What a lovely setting to be in as well. You know, a lovely bucolic setting like this. The old Duchess would have loved this when she was young. I just wish she could walk now. Because if she could, there's so many places we could go. You know, I know she'd enjoy it. I might have to get my boot at the back of her and tell her we're going out, whether she likes it or not. Come somewhere like this. Well, this is the river, coming up to the riverside here. Last time I come, I think I had Toby with me. I can remember bringing Charlie and Alfie here once. Well, there we are, guys. Yeah, it was in 2016. I just got the car, one I have now. And we just come out, me and the two dogs. And we ended up in that car park there. So across there, we have Yorkshire. Here, we have Lincolnshire. Across there is Hessle. You can see the river going down. Yeah, this is the start of the Viking Way, and it runs all the way through Lincolnshire. I think it goes to King's Lynn. Where does the Viking Way start and end? Oh, interesting. The Viking Way, you like this? It starts here at this place, the Viking Way Cafe and Bar, and it ends at Oakham in Rutland. Imagine that. Yeah. So it ends at Oakham. Well, how's that for a coincidence? Not sure what this place is here, but just look at that. I won't mind doing it actually. Yeah, it does, Jack. Yeah, it's the same sort of bridge, isn't it? I'd love to do it actually. The only problem I've got with that dam, it's the old Duchess. 149 mile, even at, I don't know, 20 mile a day. It'd take me a week and I'd be stressed to leave it all that while. Oh, we can't really go down here anymore. But what have we got here? Some sort of barge and a boat. Yeah, we'd have to get onto the other side. I'm not really sure how you do that. There will be a way, obviously. Well, what we'll do, hey, look at the traffic going slow on the bridge. Coming out of Hull. Wow. So we're in Lincolnshire, which is the Midlands. And remember, you know, Jack, when you lived in the UK, you lived in Norfolk. You've got one county between Yorkshire and Norfolk, and that's Lincolnshire. So the other end of this county, you'd be in Norfolk. Quite amazing that, isn't it? Yeah, I'd love to do it. It is, but I think them boats have been abandoned. We should be able to see from just up here, Dan. Yeah, I'd love to do that the Viking way. I know I could do it. Probably take me about 10 days, 14, 15 mile a day. But leaving the old Duchess for that time, I'd be a bit out. No, I wouldn't do it. The waterside house. It's lovely, doesn't it? So I think this is where the boats are. I mean, you've got something there, haven't you? You've one there. Hey up. How's that? And here's the boats, there's some more of them. So yeah, it's some sort of boat yard, isn't it? They're actually doing things. I mean, people obviously work there, don't they? No, it is a delightful little place, isn't it? Ah, I'm glad Edward's, yeah, definitely Edward. Good, I'm glad you're still here. Well, I think we can get over to the other side. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the other side because, you know, I do need to be getting home as well. But we'll go and have a look and we'll just see what there is. I mean, I think it's something we can explore another time, isn't it? There we are, guys. Well, we have got something to look at. Well, well, well. So there's a lot of boats here, isn't there? And that one, I'm coming up to it now, is some sort of pleasure boat. Or it was. See there, look. Heritage Trail, Barton and Barrow clay pits. Right. You know, I told you there were brickworks over there on the other side of the bridge. I'm not sure what this is, but we can have a look anyway. I mean, I'm going to turn round and we're going to have to make our way back. I'll look at the map and try and work out what there is to see around here and where the Viking Way goes. Certainly be an idea to do bits. Look at the view across the Humber. Toby loved it. Yes, I'm not sure what that place is. Hi Tim, how are you? My God. You just missed the bridge, haven't we? We're going to come back over it. All right, Dave, no worry. How do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean, Tim. So I'm not really sure what that place is. No, let's be fair, I don't know what it is. Well, this is... Well, we'll walk back and we'll just see where it... We'll get close to it and we'll just see if we can actually work out. There are lights on inside. There's a notice on the door, so it might tell us something. Picnic area, no smoking. Water edge. The visitor centre. All right. Right. So it is worth coming back to at some point, right? Well, at least we know, don't we? It's a cafe and a heritage centre, so at least we found that out. So what we're going to do now, we're going to make our way back to the bridge, and Tim can walk with us over the bridge. All right, Tim. Where are we going? I don't know if we can see it. Yeah, we might be able to just see the foreshore from here. think there at the centre. But I'm honestly not sure. But what we're going to do now, we're going to walk back to the bridge, which looks like it's a 2-minute walk, but we're going to find it's quite a long walk. You know, I'm definitely going to bring my Duchess here. Look at how slow the traffic's going on the bridge. Yeah, okay, JD. Come back sometime. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you liked them, Tim. Bye, JD. Yeah, definitely come back. Right, so what we're going to do now, we'll walk through the town and we'll make our way back to the bridge, and we'll take a leisurely walk over the bridge back to Hessle. So here you go, Tim. I know you don't like walking over the bridge, but it's what we're going to have to do. Either that or it's about an 80-mile detour walking over to near Doncaster on the M180 or the A180, up the A19 and then the A63 to take me forever. Well, there's the boats again, which we saw on the other side. It'd be great to do one of them up, actually, and have tours along the Humber, wouldn't it? Think about it. You know, a day trip to Cleethorpes or something like that on the boat. Get it licensed. It'd be brilliant. I am. Well, I'm a long way from yes and no. I've got the car. The car's at Hessle, and Hessle's just the other side of the bridge. Today I've walked 10.83 mile. So it'll be about 13 mile, I think, by the time I get back, or 14 mile maybe, by the time I get back to Hessle. And don't forget, when it gets a bit cooler, I have to take the Toblerone out for his walk. So he can do what he needs to do. And also that's mine and his time. No, it's really hot. It's 27 plus. And anything over about 22, 23 max, I don't take him out. You know, it's about his safety, isn't it, really?
Yeah, then come back. And then come back.
Yeah, so he doesn't get to go out if it's like that. So we'll go out later. We'll have a couple of miles around with him and see. Right. Oh no, you can't go that way. So what we'll do, we'll walk up here anyway. No, it's kind of a viewing area. We've already been there, so we'll walk down here, and I think we'll just turn right, and it'll take us underneath that bridge. You know, where we can get back onto the bridge itself. Well, that's true. Yeah, we spell it R-E, whereas you spell centre E-R. I think you spell meter M-E-T-E-R, where we would spell it M-E-T-R-E. So there's quite a few words like that, which have a different, oh, you know, they have a different way of spelling in American and English. It's a lovely area, this, though, isn't it? A nice caravan park round here, Edward. Silver birch. Open all year. Oh well, I know where to take the old Duchess's scooter if I need to. Hang on, just... just bear with me. Just making sure I'm going in the right direction. not sure, but I think I go down here now. The sloop in. Right, I've got the sun in my eyes, so I can't see what's been. Did she, Dave? The Duchess doesn't like her scooter. She's exactly the same. She doesn't like a stick and she doesn't like a scooter. Right, I know now we're definitely in the right direction. This road will take us right out to where the bridge is, under the bridge, and then back over it. Okay, no worry, Tim, that's fine. Yes, thanks, Dan, for that. So I'm going to be out I want to be there for about 6:45, something like that. So I'll get the main body of it. I want to be home for about 6 o'clock. Just grab a butty or something, anything. And then I'm straight out in the car. I'll be straight out in the car, straight up to the cliff, set the tripod up, and, you know, get the camcorder working. I've come out with a drink, and God, is it worth it? Am I glad I've got the drink? Now, if you remember when we came here to begin with, we went down here and that took us to the River Humber. You remember? So we've come back through the town itself. Not much of a town, but it's there, isn't it? So the bridge starts just down here. We go under it. And then we go over it. I have to be a little bit careful because as we can see, national limit 60 mile an hour on here. I think if I were them, I'd much rather be walking on the pavement. Oh, I know. No, I don't. Unless, the Duchess were to call me. But no, not really. It'll just stress him if he hears me and he can't see me. Hello, Sulu. Hiya, how are you, Sulu? Well, you just missed some of the fun. But we're going to get a lot more fun. We've crossed the Humber Bridge. We've gone from Yorkshire into Lincolnshire. So now we've had a walk round Barton, lovely place, and we're going to go back over the Humber Bridge to Hessle where the car is. In all, I'll have done about a 7-mile walk. See, I'm not able to go on the other side of the bridge because it's closed. So I've got to go back the same way as I come, which is a pity really, because I'd have loved to have gone back on that side. But it is what it is. So once again, we're going to recross the Humber. Certainly going at some speed, isn't it? So here we are then. Well, it's hot at the moment, Sulu. We're about 27, something like that. Let me have a look at my phone. But we're about 27 degrees Celsius. So I think that's about 82 off the top of my head. Well, we're down now to 22, but it was 27 when I got into Hull, and that's why I didn't bring Toby. Right, so here we go. We're going to come over the bridge. How straight that road is. And we just come on that road now from Barton. Well, there's where we're going, folk. Right over that. We've got no rain either, Sulu. It's the same here. It's weeks and weeks and weeks since we've had any rain. Just look at the grass. There's very, very little green. What we really need is quite a lot of rain. So folks, making our way back to the Humber River. I've certainly enjoyed having this. It's really made a massive difference. Well, I've done 11.5 miles today, so that's not bad. So I think by the time we get back to the car it'll be about 14 and a half, something like that. Well, I did say I'd do something different today. Oh yes. Absolutely, yes. Yes. Well, apparently 3/4 of the country are in drought. Unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. 3/4 of the country. And yet, to me, the worst thing isn't the drought. That's bad. But the water companies are somehow losing trillions, not millions, not billions, but trillions of litres of water. That's the worst part about it. And yet they can give the chief executives huge bonuses. You know, you'll never hear me moaning about what a person gets paid or what bonus they get. So there's the brickworks again. You can see the chimney where the kilns would have been. It's now, I think it's looking at it, it's some sort of garden centre. But I'm going to take Dan up about walking the 149-mile Viking way. I won't do it all at once. Say drive here, go 15 miles and just do just do that. You know, if I do it over 12 months or something. See, at 9 o'clock we'll shut these gates. I should imagine with CCTV all around this place, so they'll know if there's anybody still on. Well, we're back on the bridge itself proper. Going back, you'd have to Google it to find it, but going back, might be 10 years now, I don't know. Somebody actually abseiled to the top. I think they actually walked up on top of the casing for the rods, and I think they actually got to the top and then came down. I sort of kind of remember it happening. Nice scan here. And back in 2016, somebody had this idea. They were going to have a lift going up one of the pier to one of the towers, and at the top they were going to have a restaurant. I thought it was a stupid idea at the time. Anyway, it never happened. There we are, we're actually over the River Humber now. And yeah, to answer Jack's question before about it swaying, I don't feel anything like that. Even when I've driven over in a car, I've never felt anything like that, and I've been over here loads of times, day and night. If it gets very windy, we close the bridge. First of all, we'll close it to high-sided vehicles. And then if it gets really bad, we just close it all together. I do, Dan. I salute the Humber Bridge. Yeah. I don't know. Could it be that it's dark and you can't really see people, and it's to deter people from committing suicide, jumping over and stuff like that? And that's what I think it is, but I don't know, Tim. Yeah, that's right, that's right. I wouldn't pay anything, I just wouldn't have gone. I just thought it was a, stupid idea at the time. I remember it being said. I remember thinking, have you got nothing better to spend your money on? Why? Just why? There you go. Look at that sun. Reflection on the river. It would be a good view. It would be amazing. I don't know, I just didn't fancy it. It was one of those I knew it would never happen. You'd probably have to close the bridge down, while they actually did it. Now just imagine that. You can see how busy it is, so you're going to close the bridge down so people can admire the view and have a burger. just wouldn't happen. Before we waste money on that, I'd much rather be sorted out whatever's wrong with that side so we can walk back. That'd be good. And you get nearly as good a view anyway. I mean, look at that view. No, I'm fine, Sulu, honestly. Well, someone's lost the shopping bag. I'm gonna pick it up because if the wind were to if the wind were to lift that up and it were to go into somebody's windscreen, that'd be tragic, wouldn't it? Well, I'm getting closer, but it does keep going away. Gotcha. No, Tim, it's too far away. Yeah, I'm on my way back now. Salute, yeah. Yep, so hi Sammy, you're back. Did you get the stuff you needed? So you can batten down the hatches? Yeah, we're walking back towards the car saloon, right? I live about 20 miles from here, 25 miles perhaps. So what I'll do, get back to the car, which is on Hessle Foreshore, which is what we're doing now. We're going towards it. I'll then go home, have something to eat, and then take Toby out, just so he can do what he has to do. We'll go out for a couple of miles or something like that. We won't be going far. I've done 12.2 miles already, so we won't be going a long way. Hello, love. So we'll probably go down to the end of the North Prom. And back, something like that. Look at this, eh? We're not even halfway across yet. little bit of political knowledge for you, Tim. Remember the late John Prescott, 2 Jags? He lost his licence coming over this bridge at 100 mile an hour. He thought it'd be alright because of who he was, John Prescott. But the bridge authorities said, there's a speed limit. And he argued it in court. He said to the court because of who he were, he had business in London, it was like this and it was like that. And he asked them not to ban him. But they banned him anyhow. I think he got 12 months. I'll be honest, I didn't have much sympathy for him. Well, like the cricketer, or what do we call him? Can't think of his name. England captain. Oh God! And he got done. He ended up with 12 points. Oh, he got more. He got about 15 points or something. And because of who he was, he got off with it. If that had been me, God, if they'd have hung me up from the top of one of these towers. Well, there we are. We're still not halfway across. Oh, sorry about that. That might be reception actually, Jack. Yeah. He wasn't an ex-miner, he was an ex-seaman. He was a steward on a... He had a... He was an ex-steward, I think, on a cruise liner or something like that. And then he became a union rep. And then Hull. He came from Hull, I think, originally. After he finished being a seaman, he put up to be an MP. Yeah, I remember that headline, 2 jabs. I never liked the man, but in a way I didn't blame him for that. Somebody having a go at him, so he had to go back. Fair enough. You know, if you don't want somebody to have a go at you, the best thing, don't have a go at them. Oh, thanks, Shani. I'm glad you like it. Yeah. All right. I'm with you, Jack. We're still not halfway yet. It's a pity we haven't seen any ships in it. I think next time, next week probably, we'll come across the bridge in the car and we'll go down the Viking Way for maybe whatever 7-8 miles, something like that. My foot's not 100% right, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was. So I think you know, in all fairness, I have a bit more confidence than I had. Look at that. I can't remember whether I had Toby with me when I went over here before. So I was just thinking, I wonder what he'd make of it. You know, it's like with water. Kids have drawn these. Just look at that when we put in the last bit in. Hessle High School in 6th Form College. Amazing, isn't it, really? Yeah, I think we're there now, folk. We're at the middle of a river. It's as far down there as what it is back up to Hessle. Well, I've got some kids coming over, so a big old welly of a walk like that. It's beautiful, isn't it, Rhonda? Are you off, Dave? You're very welcome, Shani. Yeah, if you go, I'll... Shalom. You know, it's a Jewish family there. How nice. Just keep going, just keep at it.
Thank you. Keep going, Luke.
keep going, keep going. You can do it, you can do it. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. It certainly is. We didn't really have any scary rides, Tim. I mean, you got the fair, you've seen the fair, you know about that. And we got these various simulator things. You know, kids can, like, you're in a tornado jet or something like that, a Eurofighter or something like that. So you didn't really have anything scary there. I mean, the fair we have, it's basically, it's for kids, not even teenagers. If a few teeny things like the waltzers, but that's really as good as it gets. The Humber Bridge traffic officers going to see him going over with his lights flashing. Yeah, oh yeah, there is yeah, you're right, there is a ghost train. Whether it's scary or not, I don't know. It's only a little thing, isn't it? Jack! Ha ha ha! Well, we're well over halfway now, aren't we? You know, we haven't even seen any ships. There was a lady coming running up, let her get past me. No. Probably just finished work, that guy, but that lady at the back of me, I thought she was running. Yeah, well, yeah. It certainly is on fire. Jack's our resident comedian. I'll let the lady go past. Go on, love, you alright? You're walking faster than me, so... Now she's slowed down. All right, great. What does he think of it then, Dan? Is that so, Tim? Hi, Dan's lad. I hope you enjoy the walk. So we've had a good walk with, I don't know whether you know Hull or not, but we walked from Hessle Foreshore up to the Humber Bridge. We walked over the bridge into Barton, along the foreshore at Barton, back through the town, up to the bridge, and now we're going back to Hessle Foreshore. In all, it's about 7 mile, I'd say. I started off at 4:30. It's now 10 to 7. I'll be about 20 past 7. So it's possibly about 7.5, 8 miles. Hi Stephen. Oh, I'm glad he likes it. Yeah, I am Stephen. That's exactly what I'm doing. Ah, right. I've got you now. Yep. Yep. Ah, hi Stephen. Trouble is you've got. Yeah, no worry then. No worry, Edward. Catch you tomorrow, Edward. Tim, you're on a roll as well. Bye, Edward. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice evening. There we go, we're coming to the Yorkshire side of the River Humber. No, we're not. We're coming to the Yorkshire. So we're on the Yorkshire side now, Tim. No, I'm going north. We've been over the bridge. When you picked us up, Tim, we was in Barton on the Lincolnshire side of the bridge. So now we walked over, we're going back to Hessle. So now we're heading north. If you look down here, Tim, that is the A63. What? Yeah. We're going north, yeah. That's the A63 look. So we're now heading towards Hessle Foreshore. We're 3/4 the way over the bridge. There's the Hull to Leeds railway line. So tonight's going to be a good night as well. I'm going to start a bit early. I might start at 4 o'clock rather than 4:30. The reason being, I want to be home before 6 o'clock. I want to get some food down my neck, and then after that I'm coming out with the gimbal, but also my camcorder and the tripod, and we'll go back. I'm going back to the cliff. I'll set it up so I can record the eclipse. Right, so we're gonna, in a moment, we'll be going down into the Humber Bridge Country Park. Traffic's quieting down a bit now. So that's where we're going now. We're going to go down there. And then we'll go under the bridge. Still got the bagger found. Right. So now we're going down here. Hello. Yeah, this is the Humber Bridge Country Park. It is quite a nice place, actually. But I think I'm going to take the old Duchess over to Barton. I remember coming down here, I think it would be about October the last time, and it was going dark at night time, and that was a bit, oh, fine with it, but you don't really know where you're going. So that could have been an issue, but it turned out okay anyhow. Hello. I am live, yeah.
Oh, nice. Just showing around.
Okay, yeah. I just walked over the bridge.
Oh, nice.
I'm going back to my car now at the foreshore.
Oh, lovely.
But it's been good.
Oh, nice.
Have a lovely evening, all of you. Seem nice people. Oh. Well, apparently it's going to be absolutely gorgeous in Withensea from what I can make of it. So I'm definitely going to be out tomorrow night. I want to be there on the cliff by 7:15, 20 to 7 at the very latest, get set up, and I'm just going to sit there then. I'll be live, but I'm just going to sit there. I've got some camp chairs in the back of the car, so I'm just going to sit on one, drink a fruit juice or something, waiting for it all to happen. There you go, the bridge through the clouds, look. "10 hours? I was thinking that. It's near enough. It's not quite total, but it is near enough. Hello, folk. Yes, it's not going to be 100%, but I think if you went down to Devon and Cornwall, I think it's going to be about 95%. From what Peter Levi said last night on Look North, I think it's going to be 90%. So what I'll do, I'll just set my tripod up, focus the camera on the sun, but I'm gonna have my Oppo phone and I'll have this one as well, the gimbal, and I'll do what I need to do with the three of them. So I'm hoping to get some good shots. But I'm also hoping to get some good footage as well, one way or another. Right, so we've gone under the bridge now. We're back in Hessle, and we're making our way now towards the end of the country park. And then after that we'll make our way down to the foreshore. My foot beginning to hurt a little bit. Not massively. It just feels more tired than hurts. So look at it round here. You know, if you live in Hull and you decide to move round here, you know you've made it. This is the posh bit of Hull. Oh, hello, Puss Puss. Hello. Oh, oh, it's lovely.
Roxy.
Roxy.
Yeah.
Hello, Roxy. All right then, fair
Yeah,
enough.
you've done my job for me.
No worry, mate. You see the pussycat, Jack? It's lovely, isn't it? We're in Hessle. This is Hessle, Tim. It is. The cat's lovely, weren't it? Well, Matt, when I called it over, it went. And apparently the guy was trying to get it in. No, this is Hessle. It's a lovely place. You know, if you buy a house here, you know you've made it. Going back when Hull were a big fishing port, the trawler masters and people like that, you know, would have had houses round here. You know, the owners, the ship's masters, people like that, industrialists, businessmen, chandlers. Now it's just a nice, lovely place to live, really. I've still got the bag, look. I couldn't have just left it. You get the gust of wind or something, it flies up and attaches itself to somebody's windscreen. That could be horrific, couldn't it? Well, we're nearly back at the foreshore, so I'll just show you the railway line. Have we got a train coming? Yeah, we just missed the train. Pity that. If it would have been a minute or so earlier, there was a Trans-Pennine train, I saw that. Right, I'm going to cross over, I think. See, there's your railway track. The A63. Look how quiet it is now to what it was like. And there's your Humber Bridge. Right, I'll be able to cross over in a little bit. CV A63, main road to West Yorkshire and Manchester. A better view of it. I think 33, weren't it? Well, there is. That's the main road coming from Hull over to Yorkshire, Greater Manchester and Liverpool. Yeah, 37. So we've done well tonight for likes, haven't we? There's your bridge. Right, Dyke's house. Well, I'm not going to say anything. $869. Wow, we had 861, I think, yesterday, and when I checked this morning, so 869. It's just amazing, that, isn't it? We've gained about 30 this last week. Well, as we walk down now towards the foreshore, young lady having a run. Oh, to be young. It'd be good if we do get 1,000 before Christmas, Anthony. It really will. No, not at all, Tim. No. Yeah, Britain, Ireland, Australia, anywhere which was part of the British Empire, we tend to drive on the right. So yeah, you'll get used to it. When you come over, honestly, you'll just get used to it. Be a bit weird at first, and then you'll just think, oh right, it's as easy as that. So this road will close on the 9th. Humber Rescue, we're having a bit of a do. Bit like ours. Well, we had the blue light weekend. They've got a festival we had a festival on the Sunday. All right. Thanks, Jack. Thanks a lot. Oh, I can see a boat going out. Now, this is where we're going in here, but we'll have a look at the boat. Just want to see where this leads. This could be another walk at some time. There you go, folk. So he's on his way to the North Sea. There were one, and that was all, Tim. And it's one of the local farmers who has it. You know, when I go up to Holland, you go past that place what were an airfield, what's now a campsite. The bloke who owns that. So he's on his way. He might or he might not. If he's a regular, he'll do it himself. If not, then yeah, you'll get the pilot will be on board and he'll take him out as far as the Spurn. At least we saw a ship. But you know, that would have been great to see it go under the bridge, wouldn't it? That'd have been amazing. Well, you can't have everything, I don't suppose. Number of cars here. Well, folk, look at that sun. Well, folk, I'm back. Yeah, I can't get it back, Jack, at all. I'll have another try at it, but I did try before and I couldn't. I'll try again though. See where we go with that. I'll see if I can do it. Well, folks, here we are again. We're on the foreshore. Let's have a look at where we've just been, I think. Gives all some context. If you look at the centre of the screen, you'll see 3 or 4 green things, like green buildings. Well, we went past them, didn't we? So that's where we went. So we went over the bridge, under the bridge, over to where them green, along the river to where them green buildings were. Well, Sami, Rhonda, Sami, Tim, Anthony, yeah, it's been absolutely brilliant having everybody on board. It's been a lovely walk and it's been just great having you, Dan, and everybody else, Stephen. I will have a safe journey home. I'll definitely be out tomorrow as always. Jack and everybody else, I shall see you all as normal tomorrow, and I'll be out as I usually am, but don't forget I'm coming out about half an hour earlier. I'll go home a bit earlier and I'm coming back. I'll have my chair with me, my campsite chair. I'll set the tripod up and we'll So from me, it's good night to everybody. Enjoy your evening or enjoy your day. I'm going to go home now and see the old Duchess and make sure I get everything prepared tomorrow. I will be when I get home. I'm going to have something to eat first, Tim. So then I'll give him a quick mile down, you know, to the end of the North Promenade and then back. Yeah, see you, Sammy.